Oh, welcome back. We're at Langport again. Damn it. No. The call's not getting through. Does that mean he's got Ashen? Probably. Best to assume that at this point. However, it's unlikely that Miss Lu is in immediate danger. Yeah, that's not very Zhao, is it? That guy's planned everything to the last detail. He's always been as sly as a fox, and that's all the more reason we can't trust him. You got that right. We need a plan. If we rush in without one, we'll be playing right into his hands. Yeah, you're probably right. Let's put on our thinking caps then. First, let's go over what our original plan was. We were planning to give our report at the Great Spire, were we not? Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if he had people stationed there. Probably would pounce on us the second we walked through the door. We'll have to head in there eventually, so let's make sure we have everything we need. Might as well do a quick sweep of the town too. Time for the rounds! That's fine and all, but what do we do about the crazy chick? Come with? Oh no, please don't tell me you were planning on coming with. Aren't you just under contract with them? Like, an hour ago?
Yeah, but said contract's up now. The past is in the past. Also, I've been interested in those 4 SPGs of yours. It feels like the goddess herself has ordained us to work together.
I mean, technically, from my point of view, with my theories, if they turn out to be correct, the past is also in the future.
Of course, you could defy her will by shooing me away, but I'm gonna follow you anyway. We're stuck together like glue.
Why is she like this? Personally, I think it would be wise to accept her aid. For sure, but it's not like she's giving us much choice here. Well, them's the breaks. Fair warning, be prepared to work till you drop. If you start slacking or you distract any of us, you get in the boot. Got that?
Sure thing, boss.
Oh, I got a new member of the group then. We've got a 4 SPG around, so let's have a look at our achievements here. Oh, the dishes. And the drivers gained. Cool. And I want the map. So let's make our way from where we are around doing the rounds up to the 4 SPG and see where that then sends us. So let's begin here.
Here goes.
In fact, is she properly in the group? She's properly in the group, isn't she? So, do I want that actually? Like body formation. We'll go with you.
Alrighty.
And do you actually have any costumes or anything I can use? Thinking about it. Costume? Like, well... Ooh. Again, it's like, it's the lower half, it's like, Like, 'cause the jacket is really nice. Like, I love the colour of that jacket with her, but it's like... Nah, lower half ruins it. Lower half ruins it. And that's like, yeah, the colour's almost there. It's like, I mean, we've got to give it the hat. We've got to give it the hat. Anything with the hair? No. It's like, it's so silly with the hat. It's so silly. It's going around with this hat on. It's like, okay. Anyway, let's do the rounds. Talk. I'm sure you're already aware, but the eroded cave tours are on break, right? Wait, that's not true at all. I've been making trips over there like usual. Not really sure why I said that, to be honest. Don't know what came over me.
Alright then.
Alright then. I heard that someone was spotted over at Heilong Chengshai. Place used to be a mining area, you know? I didn't know. It's actually where I met my wife. Goddess rest her soul. I'm concerned whoever the person is will only try to make a mess of things. Where can we actually go to, by the way? So we can go to all the locations again. Okay, we got another one in Newtown as well. Righto. I may not know what you plan on doing, but I'm sure you have what's best for Langport in mind. I know how reliable you youngsters are, but just make sure to take care of yourselves out there. No worries needed, Mom. Just you wait, everything's gonna be just fine. We don't know for sure how it'll all go down, though. Just try and avoid Newtown for the time being, alright?
Come on in and eat your...
Wow, you lot look exhausted. Or maybe some of my food can help you out. We've got a whole buffet today. There's deep-fried scorpion with duck's blood, smoked snake meat. All of it is sure to put the pep back in your step. Oh, you make it sound so good. I heard of these dishes before, but never actually had the chance to try them. Last time we had the opportunity, Kuragane came in to just spoil all my fun.
My stuff can't be... I'll be waiting for you.
We've not got any of the shops turned red, have we? Like, no, I don't have to check on the shops. Okay, very well. Still do the rounds and speak to the shops, just don't have to check the shop, you know. First Fawn and now Ashen. I know I said I'd give my life to protect her, but the family steward told me to cool my head. He ordered me to stand on guard duty for now. Let us handle it. We'll make sure she gets back safely. Feels a bit rushed, if anything, at this point, this part of the story. I'd say. It's like it was obviously going to be Zhao, but the whole like, oh, Ashen's been taken, like, ooh, well, that was quick. I barely had a scene about it. You know, I'm starting to think you only show up in Longport when trouble's afoot. At least there doesn't seem to be any major incident on the surface this time. Anyway, you just be careful, Van. Yeah, I appreciate the warning, old-timer.
You're free to take a gander at my wear.
I've heard that a person's level of reading comprehension is dependent on how many books they've read before the age of 15. It's probably someone who reads books that said that, you know. And that's why I read so much. It's not just because I sell books. Reading helps me understand the world better.
This must be the Eastern Quarter.
Maybe. Hey, Aaron, mind helping me train sometime soon? With Jin... No, with the whole Liu family in danger. Right now, I want to make sure I'm strong enough to help. You sure seem a lot more fired up than usual. Alright, I don't mind giving you a few pointers. Still don't feel like you need to jump into the fray. You'll have plenty more opportunities to show what you're made of in the future.
Alright then.
Step right up.
I can personally confirm the potency of all our fermented foods. You're guaranteed to be satisfied with our product, although I understand that the smells can be a bit off-putting. But you'll never know how good it is until you try it, so why not give it a little taste test? Okay, let's get this 4SPG. Yeah, there we are.
Now, what's it say?
There's a 4SPG on the bulletin board. Rumours and Regrets. And there's been some pretty wild rumours floating around about Aaron lately. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but I figured I should at least bring it to your team's attention. Anyway, meet me at Guhua Pandian. I'll explain the rest there. Sit. Alright.
Ooh, so this is a 4SPG. Sounds like a ball.
You're sure wasting no time butting into our business?
Better not be thinking we'll be sharing the reward with you, because that ain't happening.
That's perfectly fine. The fun I'll have along the way will be its own reward.
I've got a real bad feeling about this.
Dude. We can't go to the observation deck? Oh, I wanted to see the sunset. I wanted to stop by the Great Spire observation deck on our way home from shopping. Right, that's where we need to head then. But they aren't letting anyone in right now. My daughter was really looking forward to it too. Oh well.
Hey, friend. Got something?
You sound exactly like Zhao. Are you him? I'm planning to develop some Moshette products to go along with my Moshi line. What do you mean that's plagiarism? How rude. Look at those cute little money-making eyes of his. But those eyes lie? Yes. Yes, they would.
My noodles are the best in town.
Making noodles by hand is not only difficult, but requires careful technique as well. The craft takes a lot of skill. I'm hoping to learn all I can from my master so that I can do it myself someday. What we got in here then?
Barely contain myself.
Yeah, really? Thank you again for the help getting the Dragon Chariot back. Now the auction can move forward as planned. We've already finished making our preparations, so all that's left is to greet the bidders. Now, to make absolute sure the auction goes smoothly. Why does that worry me that you said that way? We still don't know all the facts about this tax evasion issue, but I'm just finding it a little hard to believe. When I first started working here, Fan would often give me some words of encouragement, especially when he saw me struggling with patriots. And patrons as well. Needless to say, I've had a good impression of the Liu family ever since. Everyone at this theater is so exhaustive. Yeah. I don't know. Enthusiastic and kind, actors and the staff alike. I wish more people would come to appreciate not only the theater, but its acting troupe as well. Perhaps I'll do my part to spread the good word. I'm doing my part. You done? You were done. Yes.
Oh, wow!
Wow! Amazing! We always put everything we have into giving our patriots a memorable experience. Even when I'm on stage, I pray that my dance moves will give the audience respite from their everyday struggles. I know I shouldn't get bogged down in comparing myself to others, but how else am I supposed to grow as a performer? This is just something Linz was lecturing me about earlier. Well, whatever. I have my own strengths to bring to the table. As long as I work hard, I'll be able to bring smiles to all our patrons' faces. It is weird. It's like my brain just like makes up words and stuff. It's very bizarre at times, isn't it? Damn, talk about a nice car. Yeah, no kidding. I think they're going ahead with the auction still. I was going to say action. I can't even imagine how much the highest bidder will be. Maybe we can pull our mirror together to buy it. I doubt it. Are you crazy? It'd take both our lifetimes combined to make money like that. Oh man, I wonder what the selling price will be. Might have to pay a little to attend the auction, but who cares? Skipping a few meals is nothing. It's definitely something. Sheesh, Downey never changes, huh? Always spouting the first thing that comes to mind. The guy just never thinks before he acts. Honestly, he's the same when we were racing too. What a handful. That's just a vending machine. Right. Let's go inside first. Get this done while we're here. Ah, look who's at the table. Sounds like the couple over there is really enjoying our food. The guard especially has been very complimentary. It's so nice to hear a customer's praise. Oh, I bet. Anyway, that is to say, Gian has always treated local inns like ours with great respect. I can even remember him saying, Longboard has only been able to thrive due to the contributions of people like yourselves. I just hope the man has a smooth recovery so he can visit again. I'll have all his favorite dishes prepared in celebration. Good. Oh, it's Kasim Mirabel. I'd like to thank you again for all your support, you two. Well, we can't take all the credit. There's still a little ways to go before it's all finished. But at least the eroded cave is safe at the moment. That being said, the assessment of this area is still ongoing, so you figured you'd take a moment to kick back and grab a bite? You know, I'm really not used to seeing you like this. It's my public relations outfit. I was gonna say I like the waistcoat. I'm meeting with some top brass in the Navy later. We're going to be participating in some military maneuvers soon. It's normal to rest before confrontations, is it not? Me and Kasim are pretty good at switching between work mode and play mode. Actually, you guys probably don't get much time to relax nowadays, huh? Maybe I should give you some of these. Okay. Nice! So this is what you like to drink. Thank you very much, Mirabel. I'm surprised to see you making such fast friends with the Divine Blade of Silver, Arkwright. Especially considering how she was at your throat a few moments ago. Months ago as well. Seems you're getting more popular all the time. That's right. I wasn't sure at first, but I gave in to Van's skill of persuasion. Eventually. As I remember it, you forced your way onto our team. And forced that hat on. The food here is so good. I made sure to tell the waitress every chance I get. I wonder if I could make some of this back home. Not exactly great at cooking, though. I mean, you give it a go. You got to start somewhere. Let's just check, see if she actually joins the group if I go to the garden. Access. I doubt she does, but you never know. All right, there, please. Like, yeah.
Well, up and at 'em.
Yep. How do I get out of here again? There's a way out, wasn't there? There we go. Not my menu. I forgot how to leave. It's like, no. Oh, that was it. It was select the exit, wasn't it? Yep, there we go. All right, so log out. Right. Let us. Ooh. Just a thought. What's in here? Ah, oh, a large shower. That's lovely. That's a lovely shower. That's great. Oh, I'd love a shower that big. Yeah. A loo. A good old loo. Right. Let's see about the Ford SPG. Oh, Aaron. Didn't realize you were back. I've actually had something bothering me lately, and I kind of wanted to see if you had anything to say about it. Yeah, I saw the request on the bulletin board. Something about an odd rumor that's been doing the circuit? Maybe it's that thing we heard about earlier today? It certainly sounded like the kind of thing that could hurt Mr. Wei's reputation. I heard somebody say, after all his wandering, looks like Aaron's finally decided to settle down with someone. Oh. But he had a change of heart and broke it off with the girl. He even got violent with her. Okay, that's not good. That's what's been going around. Oh, I heard that one too. That was you they were talking about? Guess it's even more widespread now than it was earlier. Not too concerned about some petty rumors. I mean, the first half of it isn't even all that bad. Yeah, the first half's fine. It's the second half where it's like, whoa. Oh, so you are getting married? No, I'm not. It just doesn't sound bad. That's the point. I'm not in a serious relationship, and I sure as... Yeah. Relationship, and I sure as hell don't have any plans of settling down anytime soon. Yeah, if Aaron told me he was settling down, I think he was dying. Guessing that's why you wanted to talk to us about it? Who's spreading these rumors anyway? Seems like Rui Li's behind it. Rui Li? Wouldn't have pegged her as the type? What's she even up to these days? Haven't seen her in a while. Who's Rui Li? An old friend we used to hang out with. She didn't come with you guys to the capital when you came to visit, did she? Nah, said she wasn't feeling up to it at the time. Huh, sounds like you broke it off with her after all. I did not. How did you even know? She was the one who started it, yeah. Our friends have a bit of an information network between us, but as far as where Rui Li is right now, I've got no clue. Like Aaron said, she hasn't really been around much lately. Well, if it's just a rumor, I'm sure it'll die down over time. That's usually how these things go, anyway. Actually, I suspect this particular rumor won't go away unless we directly confront Miss Rui Li about it. I'm a bit concerned that no one seems to know where she is, though. Yeah. Even if it is just a dumb rumor, close friends mixed up in it. We need to find out what's going on. But we're pressed for time as it is, and it's not really up to me. What do you say, boss? Got time to look into it? Of course. Bit of chaos, but it's fine. I'd like to get to the Great Spire as soon as we can, but something smells off about this. I doubt Sal's involved, but it'd be better to resolve all our issues before we move on. I really appreciate it. That makes me feel loads better. Well, even if he didn't take the case, I was planning to look into it on my own when I could. I figured as much. You're kind of an open book. Stop acting like you're my dad or something. Let's just get investigating already. We don't want to lose any more time. We're gonna need more info first, though. Where should we start? Why don't we ask Hal and Jack over at the pub? Oh, that works with the rounds, doesn't it? They may already know something we don't. I see. So that's how you handle these types of situations. Guess that's the Spriggan way, huh? Maybe more like the Aaron way. I'm glad I'm getting a chance to see how the other half lives for once. That's a joke that's as bad as I do. Oh dear. Oh dear. Just don't go doing anything crazy, alright? It takes one thing when I do the bad jokes. When the game does the bad jokes, oh come on. Really? The Aaron way? That was the best you could come up with? Whatever, let's just get this show on the road already. I'm not sure if somebody's got a grudge against me or if they're just trying to keep us out of the Great Spire. But whoever it is, whether it's Rui Li or somebody else, they seem to be trying pretty hard to get my attention. So I say we give them what they want.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Oh, lovely. Okay. I'll look into Rui Li's whereabouts on my end too. Just hope she hasn't gotten herself wrapped up in anything too bad. But knowing we've got some fixers helping us out makes me feel loads better. Really, I appreciate the assist. Okay. Let's get the rest of the rounds done here then while we're at it. I've been a bit concerned about the children as of late, so I just returned from visiting some of the homes around the neighborhood. They were all overjoyed about the homemade snacks I brought along. Oh. Seeing them in such high spirits was certainly enough to put me at ease. It's nice, it's nice. Today's meetings weren't so bad after all. Guess everything really did turn out better than I'd hoped. I just need to have more faith in myself. Maybe I don't need to rely on the goddess for everything. Nope, I can't even pretend. Dear goddess, please make sure I get through tomorrow unscathed. Oh dear. While the citizens of Longport may fear Hayway, they've had no choice but to rely heavily on its governance. Of course, I have no place to say whether such a thing is good or bad. It's only an observation I've made as a third party. The role of the church is simply to guide those living here to seek the protection of the Heavenly Mother. Stuck on a chair. Dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear.
Oh, did you heard something?
Maybe. There's something very familiar about all this. If you avoid the benefit of space and time, seems my body still remembers how ill at ease I felt. I suppose you all must have a role to play in this incident as well. Please try and stay safe, alright? Doom, doom, doom. I've been acquaintances with the elders of Hayway for ages now, but I prefer not to concern myself with their current internal strife. My priority, as ever, is to provide quality and stable care for all my patients, no matter their standing. That's all there is to it. Right. Doctor's got a doctor, you know.
Oh, did you heard something?
No, not yet anyway.
Vaughn was arrested.
Okay. Man, I figured I'd finally be able to get a win on Jack with 7 hearts, but haven't won a single match yet. Damn it. Guess it's time to drown my sorrows. Hey, doll, bring me another beer, would ya? Right away, sir. What is that? You don't even work here. It's like, what? I'm trying to gather more info, but I haven't been able to find very much. I reached out to Ashen too, just to see how she was doing. I've been kind of worried about her. But I never got a response. I'm really starting to get a bad feeling about all this. This place's ties to Hayway don't run as deep as some of the others in town, and that's just the way Poisson likes it. It's somewhere where you can forget the problems of the world for a bit and just enjoy some booze. There's no better place to relax. We've had a bunch of naval officers stop by for drinks lately. Guess because they've been doing some large-scale drills in the area. They may not be as rowdy as your average sailor, but Still find it hard to relax when they're around.
Alright then.
Just talk. Damn, Van. I wasn't expecting you to fish up a divine blade at the eroded cave. What was it you called it? The unclouded eye? Seems like it could come in pretty handy when gambling. Ready, Jack?
Let me ask you something.
Indeed. Yeah, we've been hearing the rumors about Aaron too. Didn't realize Rui Li was the one who started them. You're close with her, ain't you? Hell. I'm not sure close is the right word, but I have talked with her at the bar a few times. She's been coming by ever since winter of last year. It was like she was here all the time at one point. But ever since the new year, she's been coming less and less. So you probably don't have any idea where she's at either. Oh wait, I remember her mentioning a job actually. I think she said she was starting work at a local brothel. Oh my. And it just opened recently in Newtown too. Should try asking somebody who works there. Just opened in Newtown. Alright, I know the place. I actually have the manager's number. I'll go ahead and give him a call. So she's a hooker now. A hooker? Does she sell fishing hooks or something? Oh, why did you mention that? Itchy head. Why would she want to do that? The world can be a strange place, Ferry. If you're so curious, why not look it up on your Zephyr later? Don't. That's a great idea. Language learning works much better when you have a little help after all. Sounds like I'd better activate the child filter on Miss Al-Fayed's Zephyr. Said he's free right now, so I asked if he wouldn't mind meeting with you. He'll be waiting in the plaza, right next to the movie theater in Newtown. Thanks a ton. We'll head right over. Why are you friends with a guy like that anyway? Jack, have you been... Hey, I knew the guy way before he was put in charge. One more thing, Van. Lately, there's been some gamblers around town who've been preying on women. A pair of guys named Dean and Jet. Okay. Haven't heard of them. They new around here? They've been popping up more and more all the time. Don't exactly care for their playstyle, though. They like to put their opponents at ease by letting them win the first round. Then they go in for the kill. Beyond that, they're just a little too flashy for my liking. Well, in spite of Hal's glowing review, these guys aren't cheats. They're genuinely talented card players. Either one of them is on the same level as Aaron. Huh, sounds like fun to me. Maybe I'll have to play around with them sometime. Would you... why do those names sound so familiar? Right, we'll keep an eye out. Okay, let's head to Newtown. Indeed, Newtown it is. Go to the entrance.
On my
go
way.
From there.
Nothing seems too out of the ordinary. However,
Wait! I'm sensing a hostile presence from over there.
What, from the Great Spire? Does that mean...
I'm assuming that was main story related. Let's do a little bit of rounds here with Trisha while we're here. It's been 1.5 years since my husband moved to Longport for work. I'm still completely enamored with Eastern culture. I'm a stay-at-home wife, so I could take little day trips while my husband is away. Although I should probably head home so I can prepare dinner.
Alright then.
Alright then. Oh, you must be Jack's friends. That's us. Here's my card. Arkwright Solutions. Guess the capital's got all kinds of professions, huh? You mentioned you wanted to ask about one of our employees, Rui Li, wasn't it? Yeah, we were hoping you could tell us where she is right now. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure. It's actually been a bit of a problem lately. I've been having a difficult time getting her to talk with me. Has she been absent at work? No, but she seemed a bit preoccupied with something lately. Tried asking her if something was wrong, but all she did was wave me off. And that's why I decided to have another employee approach her instead. Turns out that Rui Li has something of a gambling problem. Oh, here we go. It's connected to those guys that were mentioned, isn't it? Seems to have started around the end of last year. I've even gone to see her play myself. From what I can tell, there's a specific group of gamblers she tends to spend her time with. Interesting, but Make it sound like she hasn't really been enjoying herself. What the hell is she up to? Any chance you know what kind of places she frequents? Let me think. I have seen her hanging around the park occasionally. Actually, it's often right around this time of day. Well, let's get there now! Those were usually days when she had shifts at work, so I'd imagine she was stopping by on her way in. When you say park, do you mean the one that's nearby? Yes, that's the one. Last time I saw her, there was right at the beginning of the year, not long after she started working with us. We should go take a look. It might offer us some insight into her whereabouts. Right, thanks for the information. Sorry if you interrupted anything. Not at all, I just wish I could be more help. Here, let me give you my business card just in case. And it's got my T-phone number on it too, so if anything comes up, don't hesitate to call. And of course, please feel free to contact me if you are ever interested in our services. I think I'm good actually, but if you're alright patronizing a place where Aaron's friend works, suppose that makes sense. Well, I'd better get back. Have a good night. Sheesh, guess he didn't want to miss his chance to rope in new customers. Anyway, let's go check out the park. Indeed, and on the way, we'll do the rounds where we can. You know the pattern we do these days. Let's get you while you're running off. Quick. I tend to hear a lot of gossip in my line of work. Guess it just comes with the territory. Business with Hayway seems to be the talk of the town lately, though it hasn't really affected average citizens yet. We've got the hands in both politics and local industries, though. Can't help wondering how it'll all shake out in the end. Alrighty, stay away from the red key event up there, though. For now. In regard to Hayway's recent internal conflict, the girl's been taking a wait-and-see approach. Doesn't seem like they have any intent to harm civilians, but we just want to make sure nobody's caught in the crossfire. We intend to go back to making our normal rounds soon enough. Hayway has a pretty deep-rooted presence in Longport. Even though the citizens fear them, they also rely on them. They planted that seed of trust long ago, and have shown themselves to be quite capable of ruling from the shadows. That's why everyone's so anxious now. Either way, our priority will always be to protect civilians. We'll be on full alert until the threat dies down. Oh, more. Everyone seems to have one bit of dialogue at the moment, but you have two. The fact that Hayway's in such a sovereign position really leaves our hands tied. Honestly, it's been very frustrating. That's why I've had to put my faith in Hornet, despite his lack of experience. And Xiaoling as well. Having her achieve B rank at such a young age is a testament to her skill. Let's go to the restaurant-y bit first.
Welcome.
She's gone from up there though, hasn't she? Oh, who's that over there? Phew, we've been slammed with customers for the last hour. A lot of people have been looking for restaurants to eat at after finding out the Great Spire has been closed off. I love our food though. It makes me so happy to see everyone enjoying it. Oh, I like that. I like that quite a bit.
My, this is positively delectable.
With the Great Spire shut down, I figured I might as well leave work early today. Although I'm still on call in case something needs my attention. Bracy came by on his rounds a little while ago. Gave me some thoughtful advice on how to stay calm about the future. He also reminded me that our restaurant draws on long life for inspiration. That means our connections to Hayway don't run very deep. I'm glad that seems to be working in our favor. Still, I hope nothing serious comes from all this. Okay.
You there! How's some delicious...
You know, I wanted to go check out that new stand over by the department store. It's completely disappeared. I asked around to see if anyone knew what happened to the place, and apparently they had their shop seized by the police. Not really sure why, but I guess that's one less rival for me to worry about. What happens if you didn't do the quest? Does it stay around? Does anybody know out there? Mum is like a bear when it's winter. She sleeps a whole bunch. Actually, I'm pretty tired too. Maybe I should call Dad to pick us up. Still wondering how seasons work on this world. 5 more minutes. Okay, so let's check down here first.
Would you prefer a Monto? Do you really mean that?
She's not here. Oh, okay. That new stall already closed up shop. Guess that pasta guy freaked out over nothing. I mean, he was all like, this is gonna impact our futures and stuff. But all the other stands have packed up and left, and this stuff's selling like hotcakes as usual. Status quo remains unchanged. Well, yeah, because that's what status quo is. Anyway, so where is she? That's the question. Well, no Rui Li. Rui Li? Rui Li! Where have you been? Alright, Akihiko, calm down. And who is that guy? You didn't answer a question. Come back here! Shit, what the hell's her problem? That man she was with. He's probably one of the gamblers her boss mentioned. No way of knowing for sure, though. About that... I actually managed to take a picture of him just before the two of them entered the vehicle. I just bammed the microphone. Alright, anybody ever tell you that you're one hell of a maid? 10 out of 10 for sure. Should have got the registration, but okay. Well, let's make good use of that picture then. Mind sending it over my way? Oh, I see. You plan to send it to the manager we just spoke with. You should be receiving it right now. Hope we hear back from him soon. About a minute after Van forwarded the picture, the group received a response. He said, never seen that guy before. The gamblers that Rui Li was playing with were dressed more like some guys you'd see in a host club. Sounds like a certain other couple of creeps we've heard about lately. Creepy paper. Lately, there's been some gamblers around town who've been preying on women. They're a pair of guys named Dean and Jet. They like to put their opponents at ease by letting them win the first round, and then they go in for the kill. Beyond that, they're just a little too flashy for my liking. Didn't expect to be playing them a visit so soon. Sure Jack will know where to find them. Right, let's head back to Gambit. Okay, we're definitely done in this area. Because again, just let's get the little bit of rounds done wherever we can in these places. You know how we're doing it these days. Right, Gambit.
Let's do this.
I think it works better. Like, it's ever since we got like the longer parts when we were doing half an hour before, but now we're doing an hour. It's like, it just lines up nicely doing the rounds as part of the 4 SPGs. Just feels better. Van and the others explained what they had learned to Jack and Hale. So that's what happened to Rui Li, huh? Should have cleaned those guys out a long time ago. I'm sure if we'd put the squeeze on them sooner, she'd never have... Hey, I get how you feel, but what's done is done. It seems like there might be something else that led her down that path too. Something someone was able to prey on. They must have convinced her that gambling was the only way she could get what she wanted. Must have been something that made her vulnerable, huh? Man, she should have come to me or the other guys about it first. So where are these two gamblers anyway? They have a stand over in the 2nd ward of the Eastern Quarter, not far from Taoyuan Restaurant. Let me go with you. I might be able to be of some help. Whatever makes you feel better, Hal. Just don't let your guard down. You know I won't. Well, I doubt they'll be willing to give us information for free. Feel much more at ease with you along, Miss Hal, Alright, let's go see what they're made of. Okay, we're definitely done with you in terms of chat. Yeah, we got the grey, that's fine. Okay, second ward. And again, we'll make our way over there as part of the rounds. So, gambling is pretty popular in the second ward. In fact, we've even said to have a whole different class of gambler around here. That being said, I've been hearing a few rumors about a few gamblers who have been preying upon women lately. Not familiar with all the details, but if you're planning to do anything gambling related, make sure to keep an eye out. Oh, that's why we're here. Langport's been dealing with a lot of issues recently. Despite that, the second ward is still as lovely as ever. Just has this lived-in feel to it, you know? Like you've stepped into another era, and the townspeople only add to the atmosphere. I find the first ward charming as well. The second ward is simply bursting with life. Hi. Thanks again for all your help earlier, and sorry for getting you wrapped up in our family drama. It was no big deal. Taking on requests is our job. Still, that business with that guy has been bugging me. Yeah, we fought him over at the eroded cave too. Definitely seems like the guy's got a few screws loose. Kasim described him as a combat fanatic. It should be noted, we're still unsure of what his full strength may be. Well, that's right. Forgot you ran into him. If it weren't for that guy, my brother might never... Well, there's no need to go on about that now. At the very least, we've broken down one barrier. And such. Actually just got back from walking my brother to the station. He's headed to the capital. It's odd seeing the station so quiet, though. Alright, understood. At the quiet station. Leave the patrolling to me, then. Maybe I'll even pick up some information along the way. Anyway, that should give you enough time to focus on what you need. Sorry, I don't mean to put so much work on your plate. I'm a failure of a bracer, aren't I? Hey, it's fine to need a little help sometimes. It's nothing to worry yourself over. I mean, we're friends, right? Can't thank you enough. Binzu. Guess I'll just have to work even harder to make it up to you. Now that Heiwei is down for the count, it's almost like the guild is Langport's last line of defense. I'll do everything I can to protect the peace. I just got back from the station. It's pretty strange seeing it so quiet, yeah, because we know where the station is, you know. Everything just felt off. When disciples of the Gekka School come together, we can just do just about anything. I want to help Xiaoling out as much as I can with her bracer job. Which is why I'm trying to get the rest of us to handle some of the smaller issues for her. That way she can tackle the more important stuff. Can't believe someone in the Liu family was pulling the strings the whole time. Now that I think about it, how did Cao Li end up in service of the Liu family in the first place? What if he... No, it's probably best not to speculate too much. Speculate away, mate, that's what we do here, that's what we do. Close that, there. Oh, hello, Aaron. Mr. Arkwright. I heard about what happened, although I only know the broad strokes. I knew it was behind the Lai family's betrayal. Sounds like you had your suspicions about him from the start. In that case, mind filling is in. What do you know about the guy? I'm afraid there's not a great deal to tell. I only served as his master for a short period after all. But he originally began his training at a Lai family dojo, and I'm sure you can imagine he displayed incredible prowess for the martial arts. Seeking to hone his skill even further, he decided to train at our school for some time. I believe that was about 5 years ago now. As before, he showed overwhelming proficiency with the craft, and then challenged us to a duel. It's weird saying that now playing Digimon on the channel, but anyway. I'm guessing Lilian was there at the time. That's correct. After losing the battle, my son felt the need to reject everything he had learned for himself, including the path of the warrior. Apparently, after dwelling on it for some time, he came to the conclusion that the Gekka School could no longer offer him a life he wanted. Our highest ranking pupils, our masters, none of them could best that guy. However, that guy clearly had no wish to take over our dojo. He simply left the battle with a dissatisfied expression on his face, as if he felt there was something he still lacked. He's been chasing stronger and stronger challenges ever since. Can't imagine what's going on with that guy's head, because it doesn't really matter though. He really is involved with the whole Heiwei shakeup. He's gonna have to deal with me. I see you're choosing to face him then. Well, if that's your choice, I won't stand in your way. Just know, he is the most extraordinary warrior the Geka school has ever known. Overcoming him will be far from simple. Remember this, Aaron. Show him everything you've learned thus far. Right, I'll make damn sure I will. Oh, you got more? That guy is the most extraordinary warrior the Geka school has ever known. Overcoming him will be far from simple. Remember this, Aaron. Show him everything you've learned thus far. Had a little cough then. Do-do-do-do. I never thought there'd be so many ways to play with bottles. Using them as an instrument was my favorite. But the bowling was a close second. Can't believe they didn't break. Yeah, I know. Thanks for coming up with all these ideas. Wait, you came up with a lot of cool things too. Like us using them to trap fish. Actually, isn't there a book that teaches you how to do that? Really? Well, I always see fish hiding in driftwood, so figured bottles would work the same. It's just a feeling I had, that's all. It's pretty amazing that you're as smart as an author, though. Alright, shouldn't we check on the bottle traps now? Yeah, let's go see what we got. I always have fun playing with Soo-young. It's like we're always on the move. It also gives me a chance to try things I wouldn't be able to otherwise. We really make a great team. Feel like we can do anything together. Fair enough. So, where do we cut off the rounds? I don't really get all the stories my grandma tells me about Heiwei. But I'm not scared one bit. We got lots of nice and strong people in town to help us. Heiwei's history has always been full of schemes. The elders in particular have been keen on trying to outwit one another for ages now. Some families thrived in doing so, but others fell. Just look at the Lai family. The only reason they were able to obtain their position was because they elbowed out another family. Still, the scale of this incident is like nothing I've ever seen before.
Right.
We could be connected. I've seen a great deal in my years, but never anything like this. I have to wonder how the young ones reacted upon hearing the news, like my grandchild. They don't seem to be very frightened, at least. Perhaps they really will be alright in the end. Anyway, this is proof that times are indeed changing. Us old folks need to start thinking outside the box. Is that... Given how much time I spend with my richer patrons, I suppose it might seem a bit odd for me to say this, but I just can't see myself after leaving the older side of the town. It's home to me. Plus, I can't help feeling indebted to Taoyuan. Waiting for it to reopen might not be such a bad idea. Oh, is there anyone up there? Nope. So, let's go see what's going on here. These must be the guys. Talk to the gamblers! Guess we should start planning what to do next. Yeah, I bet she's really starting to miss us now. What's up, fellas? You sure sound like you're having fun. You talking about chatting up some chicks? Oh, that's my favorite pastime. What say you let me in on the fun, too? Where'd you come from? Look, we haven't got time to entertain men, my friend. Now, if you were a cute girl, that'd be a different story. Let me be straight with you then. I'd better not hear about either of you hanging out with Rui Li ever again. So you're Aaron Wei, huh? We know all about you. And as far as Rui Li goes, we're just a few friends of hers, that's all. Yeah, who are you to decide who she gets to hang around with? You know what? You're right. She can hang out with you losers all she wants. But as far as I'm concerned, you dipshits don't deserve to even breathe the same air as her. Anyway, right now, my good friend is out there saying some crap that's got my ears tingling. And you're gonna tell me where she is. I expect you to spill every last detail. Maybe she spilled the beans just to get his attention, that kind of thing is what I'm thinking. Definitely talk a big game. Could see now why you've got girls falling all over you. But I'm afraid our ties with Rui Li are a little more sturdy than some half-baked intimidation attempts. She owes us 500,000 Mira. Let's just say she got a little too addicted to playing with us. And who do you think introduced her to the loan shark? You get it now, don't ya? Mira binds the three of us tighter than blood. Or should I say, the four of us? These guys are sick. Four, huh? Must be talking about that guy we saw her with in Newtown. Okay, I get what you're saying. Should have known better than to think I could get the info out of you for free. That's about we settle this with a game of 7 hearts. We win, you tell us where the girl is. Oh. Okay. You're on. We're men of our word, after all, especially when it comes to gambling. So if you win, I promise we'll tell you where where the loan shark is. Perfect. I just need to pick another player and... Hold your horses, pal. I think we'll be the ones picking the other player. Huh? It wouldn't be a fair match unless everybody's on the same level, right? Which is why Hal Coleman is completely out of the question. What the hell? Sounds to me like you're just chickening out. Let's see now. I think the other player should be... I'd like to play. You? With the hat? Do you know these men? Not really, but their names sound a little familiar. You forgot already? We just met yesterday. She was wandering around the city, so we called out to her and asked if she needed help or would like to play a game. Yeah. But she completely decimated us. It was like she knew every card before she even saw it. Sounds to me like you're a little more than familiar with them. I guess maybe I'm just really bad at remembering background characters? Ho ho ho! Anyway, she's totally out. That little girl over there, she's gonna be your partner, Aaron. I know you only picked me because you think I'm weak. If I may, I'm also unaccustomed to games of this nature. Why not allow me to... No, Rosette. Let me handle this. Shame will fall upon the warrior who refuses a challenge. I accept. Mr. Al-Fayed? I assume you'll all at least let me explain the rules to her? Sure, whatever. Bet any more conditions and we'll call the whole thing off. Now that that's settled, let's get ready to play. Sorry, sir, we're going to need to borrow that table again. You didn't have to jump in with both feet, small fry. I'll show them a true warrior can't be defeated so easily. I'm really gonna need your help with this one, Hal. Don't worry, I got this. Hopefully you do. Alright, we're playing 2-on-2 7 hearts. Do I actually have to win? Because game ends when any player's life points reach 0. Yeah, I know. When that happens, we add up the number of cards in each player's hand with the remaining life points, and the one with the highest score wins. Yeah, the same rules as your standard 4-player match. Now, you ready to lose? I'm good to go over here. Hello, walked me through the strategy earlier. Let's see. In order to win, one of us will be playing the aggressor, and the other will be in a supporting role. Given our seating order, I have to be the aggressor, but I need to make sure I play the cards Hal signals to me. If I remember right, the signals were... I'll give you 3 signs in total. First is when I fold my arms, that means stay your hand. Okay, fold, stay your hands. Second is when I clear my throat, that means play the fire card. And the third is when I sniffle, that means play the mirage card. Okay. Third sign will most likely play a key role in whether we win or lose, so try not to forget it. Yeah, I know what the mirage card is, so... Understood. Wish I could have more time to talk over the strategy with Aaron, though. Don't worry, Aaron knows what he's doing. Nod. Where's the nod? It should make for an interesting match. Just don't go telling everybody what his hand is, alright? Oh, come on. I know better than that. Now. Dean has 3 cards, Jet has 4 cards, and Aaron has 6. Now, I need to deal damage to someone. Let's see, which card to play next? Oh, stay your hand. That was one of the signs. Stay your hand. Alright, that means I shouldn't play a card. Pass. Good, she's picking up on the signals. Now that they can rotate hands and get some better cards. Each player's life points gradually shifted as they continued the game. Until finally, Ferry's turn to make the decisive play came around. Now, Dean has 3 cards, Chet has 7 cards, and Aaron has 2. Ooh, not in a good position. This is where we make our move. Ferry seems to have picked up on the flow of the game now. Time to throw these guys into the gutter. Sniffle. Let's see. Assign means Mirage. Mirage card, I see. I'll play this one. The Mirage card? Now? Yes, I'm swapping my hand with Jets. Nice going, Ferry. You even targeted the perfect person. Way to go, small fry. I can't believe we lost. Ha ha! I was hoping for an actual game, though. I really did it. Serves you right. Excellent work, you two. Thanks for your help, Hal. Just glad it all worked out. Alright, it's time you guys put your mirror where your mouth is. Of course. The Lone Shark is based out of the Harbor District. Where in the Harbor District? I was just about to tell you, I swear. It's at the far end of the wharf. It goes in and out of the area near that little street vendor's place all the time. Rui Li should be there too. Oh yeah, we've been around that place before. Shady types sure like to stick to the same spots. Let's get over there. Actually, there's a little something I need to take care of first. You guys go on ahead, I'll catch up with you later. What are you up to, Aaron? Where are you going? Huh? Where do you think he's going? Don't worry about it. Come on, guys. I mean, it's only the restaurant over there, so... You know. Ah, lovely sunset. Phew, finally caught up with you guys. I was starting to think you weren't going to show at all. Where'd you run off to anyway? Don't you know the hero only ever shows up at the last minute? Come on, let's do this thing. What did you do, Aaron? Aaron Way. I figured you'd show up sooner or later. Yeah, we already paid a little visit to your gambler buddies, so let's just get down to business. Only a few people in this town that would have something to gain from hurting my reputation. Which means you're with the Lai family, aren't you? Since I'm close with the Liu family, you figured you could throw a little more dirt on the name by proxy. And clap clap, yes. Bravo, right you are. You really managed to turn into a rather unsightly eyesore for us. As far as rumors go, I would have thought you could come up with something a little more juicy, to be honest. Well, if that's what you think, then it seems you don't really understand the true reasoning behind this deception after all. You see, I left the rumor milling to your little friend here. If you have any complaints, I suggest you take it up with them. And her. Rui Li. True reasoning. Give me a break, you sure act high and mighty for the guy holding debt over her head. Don't be surprised if you threaten her into spreading those lies in the first place. What do you know? Burning up debt, working in a brothel, making up rumors. All of that was my decision. The real reason I ended up like this is because of you, Aaron. This is all your fault. My fault? I've barely ever seen you since I moved to the capital. You're the one who started putting distance between us. You're doing all this because Aaron left, aren't you? What do you mean? It's all just conjecture based on what we know so far. But Aaron moved to the capital in September of last year. That was right before you got hooked on gambling. I can tell just from how Aaron's been reacting that you're not usually the type to do stuff like that. That's not to mention the expression on your face when we spotted you in Newtown. You looked furious, like someone who had a significant amount of built-up resentment. I must feel bad for the poor girl, having her feelings exposed so blithely? Blithely? Really, is that true? All I ever did was try and get you to notice me. But at some point, even being around you made me feel like my heart was bleeding. Because it was like you never even cared. I thought that maybe once there was some distance between us, it would get a little easier. But no, that only made it worse. That's when I started looking for something else, something that would help me move on for good. I'm sorry. Don't apologize, it hurts. I just needed an outlet. Yeah, she was looking for a way to fight back against the love who would never look her way. That only ever saw her as a friend. And that's when I stepped in to make her a deal. If she was willing to damage your reputation, I'd write off all the interest on her loan. Oh, horrible. So basically, you took advantage of her when she was at her lowest. But I believe you have a full understanding of the situation now. If you try to put a stop to her rumors, everything she's worked so hard for will all go down the drain. Knew I smelled somebody waiting in the wings. What are you planning to do to them? You promised you wouldn't hurt Aaron. Do I look like someone who keeps his promises? Aaron. Don't worry about me. Just get out of the way for now. This is my fight. You guys stay out of it. But you'll be totally outnumbered. Hey, you deaf, old man. As your boss, your safety is my personal responsibility, and no, you don't get a say in that. Enough talk. Make sure the brat is beaten to a pulp. Alright then, come and get some.
This group's pretty sizable, so don't get caught.
We don't have our boost. Should be fine though.
Gehenna awaits!
Feast your eyes on me.
How am I?
That it? That it?
That's working in our favor quite nicely.
That it?
Oh my. Miss again? Yeah. Damn.
My move now.
Apparently. I mean, that'll do if I can get... I
will end you.
We'll just go with that.
Take that.
Tibon. Come now, you must be tired after a fight like that, right? As if. You see, I actually have a certain way of dealing with live family chumps like you. Bosh. You better look forward to a lifetime of debt, you greedy little tramp. You're gonna pay back every single mirror, including interest. You want your money back? Fine. Huh? 500,000 mirror, exactly. Take it. And another thing. If you ever come near Rui Li again, don't expect to have 2 working legs after. You got a problem with me? Tell me to my face next time. Oh God, run away. So, that's what you went off to do. Get the money, yeah. That was so cool. Aaron, I'm sorry, I'm not looking for an apology. I only did all this to help out a good friend of mine, that's it. But I do have something to say to you, actually. Don't you ever go getting mixed up with scum like that again. If you're in trouble, you come to me next time. If I can't do something about it, Sid and the others will help you figure it out. That's what friends are for. You're right. Thank you, Aaron. I'll never betray you guys like that again, I promise. And I swear I'll pay back all that 5,000 mirror. Or 500,000. I'll work and work until I've paid back every last bit. I know you will. Try not to stress over it too much, okay? Just make sure I get it back before I bite the big one. So that was the little errand you were running earlier. Guessing you plan to pay off her debt from the start? You seriously gotta stop playing everything so cool, bro. Oh, I didn't realize you were here as well, Mr. Sid. Hal called me, so I rushed over. Thanks, you guys. We really appreciate what you've done for us. I'm just glad it's all over now. That sure was a lot of mirror, though. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. That redhead sure is an interesting guy. Or maybe it's just the boss rubbing off on him. Not likely. That's just how Aaron is. I don't know. You've got some influence on him. Miss Rui Li certainly looks much happier now. The rumors she spread will likely dissipate before too long. That was the money your mother left to you, wasn't it, Aaron? I heard about it from Sid. Sheesh, leave it to him to blab about my business to a kid. The truth is, only half of it came from my mum. The rest I saved up from working at the theatre. Guess all those leading lady roles really did have you rolling in it. But I know he hasn't been on stage in a while. So how'd he really get that 500,000 mirror? You did a really chivalrous thing back there. Without any hesitation either. Not just anyone could do something like that. Yeah, where'd he get the money? It's a small price to pay to put an end to all that mess. Of course, I say that, but... Interested in giving me a raise, old-timer?
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Yeah, great job.
Reward deposited.
Well, at least a little bit of that goes back towards, Aaron. Oh dear. Bit of chaos there. Right then, so... Ooh. Where was I just then? So I was thinking, like, hold on, like, the dots here are all grey. I must have been here. It's like, I have. Because, yeah, we've got to do stuff elsewhere. So, anyway, let's use this as a place to end this part then. And in the next part, we'll have a look at the 4SPG over here and do the rounds as we follow through on that 4SPG. So we shall see you in the next part. Ta-da for now.